Good afternoon. Today, I'm going to continue talking about the unemployment crisis in Florida from the perspective of someone who's been counting for a long time and knows about the human resource. I have a bachelor in human resource, so I know the other side of the unemployment and the claims. And I worked in with payroll and also from the accounting. And I mentioned some things in the last video about the claims and when the claims are submitted versus when the employers submit the employees' information quarterly. Um, I watched the governor's speech or presentation or whatever he called yesterday, and he kept talking about incomplete applications and uh, the claims that are ineligible. Okay. I have to say it again. If the system is working properly, I'm talking about the new, that mobile, like the portable, whatever you call it, the portal, whatever you call it, that sometimes the system or the connect leads the applicant to. If this is working properly, it should not stay independent without giving any recommendation, any decision, or there are, let me go to the other website and um, they have those determination, pending issues, and decision. Okay. If there is a pending issue, you should tell the applicant what is the pending issue. You should not just leave it in the pending in the new website without saying anything. If there is a pending issue, like they need to get some information from the employer, or um, the address is not the correct address, whatever it is. So, in this issue now, having hundreds of thousands in the pending, it means there is something wrong with the system. I'm not accusing anything. It needs to be looked at. Okay. So when he claims that they are ineligible, why you're not telling the applicants why they are ineligible? And having, right now they're having two systems or two websites. The old website that sometimes the connect leads you to. This is the old one. And then you have the new one, that mobile one, that was created to take the pressure of the old one. I'm going to repeat again what I said in the other video. The same applicants, they get approved when they apply again in the old website. Why? That means there is nothing wrong with their information, right? You might argue with that. But when you keep arguing about it, you're actually creating a backlog and heavy pressure on the new system, because you got people are claiming 2-3 times, one time on the new system, one time on the old system, and then sometimes they have to apply by paper, and then you have like the same person has 2 3 claims, so you're creating more pressure on the whole system. And talking from the IT perspective, because I know a little bit about IT as well, and I know about most of the websites that have a what's called like necessary or required information. You said that sometimes applicants do not provide their social security. How? How would they even be able to submit the claim without social security? The system wouldn't even let them. Because, there's always like, it's going to be highlighted with red, or like red the star, or whatever it is, that they cannot go any further without adding this necessary information. So telling us that the applicants are not providing the necessary information to move the claims forward. First of all, the application will not be submitted, cannot be submitted. There is no way to submit a claim without necessary information. Second, even if that's happening, you should provide some written notices or letters or emails or something requesting this necessary information. But leaving the applicants in the dark, in the limbo, what's called pending status, without even trying to look at what is going on. And then you got problems with the call centers. You have 2 numbers. And both numbers actually have the same messages and the same options. And they will lead you most of the time to the same people. You have, and if you get a hold of someone, that person either doesn't have any access to anything, or has only access to the old applications or old system. And then they say, here's what they say: we cannot look at your new application on the new system till it's transferred to the old website. So they have only access to the old website, to the old system. And this what creates the problem. So you either transfer those pending to the old system, let the applicants look at those applications. We're talking logic here. We're not talking anything else. We're talking logic. Transfer. Again, here's the solution. Transfer the old to the old system all these pending applications, because you're supposed to transfer them anyway, right? Transfer them. Let the applicants see what is the problem, if there is a problem, why they're pending, what is making them pending. If there is a reason, like missing something, or you're waiting on the employer's verification, whatever. And actually, the old website has access, as I mentioned the other day, has access to the employer's information. Because, again, the employers submit, the employees pay an information quarterly. So you got this information. And the website actually provide this when you start the application. It will pop the employer name and ask the applicant whether this was one of their employers or not. And then when they say yes, then more questions will pop up. Okay, when did you start working? When did you finish your assignment there or whatever? And why did you leave? What happened? And how much you were earning? And all these questions. So the old website actually is working okay. Maybe it's a little bit slow. But having all these claims in like almost like in some temporary file or whatever you call it, and independent, and then you keep adding new claims, and then you got some new claims, brand new claims from brand new employees in the old website. And then you have people that are applying again in the old website. But the problem with reapplying in the old website is that people lose those weeks. Again, if you started mid of April and then you applied again beginning of May, the old website will recognize only the date you applied. And then we'll start from there. It doesn't recognize the date you started the other application or you were laid off. So talking in the accounting and IT, it will be better and easier to move the claims again to the old website. Move them all. Transfer them. You can transfer them. You can hire a good IT firm to do it. You already spent too much on the new worthless website. Hire people to move that. Hire accountants to verify information and transfer some of the information and try to see what is missing. It's done all the time. Companies keep moving from one system to another and they transfer the information from one system to another. So I hope that this issue is resolved soon, because the economy is going to get worse. You're going to have foreclosure. You're going to have people get kicked out of their houses. You're going to have light bills not paid. You're going to have credit cards not paid. So you're going to have more problems than it is. So I hope somebody is going to watch this and understand what we're talking about. And I hope that will help. And I'm probably going to have to come up with another video soon. And I hope everything will be okay. And I wish you luck. Thank you.